Feel that tribal drum beat. A mother 32 steps for the need. I don't give a fuck if your ears bleed. A mother 32 steps what you need. I better get down with the police. You take the old drive on the expressway. You might just blunder your health away. You might just doze off on the highway. And that robotic driving ain't gonna keep you alive. And this is just another synthetic beat. I know that you don't know me. This is just another synthetic beat. Please don't pretend like you know Josephine. This is just another synthetic beat. No, please don't act like you know Josephine. I've been out there, but you've been so mean. And just go out on the highway, take that drive. See if the autopilot will keep you alive. I think you need something real nice. go out there, take that drive. And autopilot won't keep you alive. I think you're gonna feel something so nice. Get that monkey tight. Oh, it's alright. I think you really need something so nice. I think you really need something to hide. I don't want to drive without autopilot. It won't keep you alive. You gotta feel that beat. There's no time to sleep. No nodding off in the middle of the floor. There's definition that you're here to score. But there's no nodding off on dance floor. There's definition that you're here to score. But there's no nodding off on dance floor. And you shouldn't use those words. That's not the worst that I heard. When I go back drive, won't keep you alive. That robotic drive won't keep you alive. And you got a will to not survive. You can't score, nodding off on the dance floor. We're gonna prove there's more to being high than just nodding off and saying goodbye. There's more than to that in life. I know I don't always get the words right. You need that beat to survive. There's more than nodding off than getting high. You need to feel that drum light. It'll clear you from a decadent life. That road will take you down to a place that you need to feel the sound. And not robotic on the highway. And I don't think you'll survive that way. So take the wheel. A cup of feel. We got something so real. You're gonna cop more than feel. We got something so real. You're gonna cop more than a will. Don't be nodding off on dance floor, and that's no way to score. And we know what you called us before. That word that rhymed with the door. There's no nodding off on dance floor. That's no way to score. And Josephine, we know what you called us before. Words that rhymed with the door. They don't need it no more. Words rhymed with the door. You're dead on the floor. And that dead comes some more. And that dead on the floor. And that dead. But you need some more. My glass is half full of sand. My glass is half full. Don't understand. Tell if I can get to you. As a fully old man, the glass is half full of sand.
just can't do that. Said Josephine just can't. You don't understand. Cause the glass is half full of sand. You don't know how to relate to a phantasm that's on both sides of the brain. The glass is half full. Understand? Don't know how to relate to a phantasm that could be heroic, it could be human. You say Josephine, you should, you can't. Do all those things, goddamn. Say Josephine, oh you shouldn't, you just can't. And then I flip the switch, and there I am. Say Josephine, you shouldn't, and you can't. Then I flip that like a switch, and there I am. Like a glass is half full of sand. You just can't comprehend. You can't understand. And Josephine gonna talk to you as one of mine. You say you shouldn't, and say Josephine you just can't. But I flip the switch, and there I am. Your glass half full of sand. I don't think you're ever gonna understand. I say, Josephine, you shouldn't. Oh, you just can't. And then I flip the switch, and there I am. There you stand. Said Josephine, you shouldn't. Oh, you just can't. And then I flip the switch, and there I'll stand. The glass half full of sand. Don't you understand? That's a fantastic plan. Don't you understand? That's no fantastic plan. Don't you understand? That's no fantastic plan. Don't you understand? That's the fantastic plan. And the glass half full of sound. Said Josephine, you shouldn't. You just can't. And then I flip the electric switch, and there I am. Said Josephine, you shouldn't. You
So this is Pam Electric Ghost, and we're going to talk about the song Autopilot, which you hear in the background. So what we did with this song is we tried some new techniques with our Moog drummer from another mother, which is the DFAM, which is a percussive, synthesizer, but it's a semi-modular, which means it's already got some hardwired workflow in it, but you have a patch bay where you can override that workflow. We have it tied together with a Moog Mother 32, which is a single oscillator semi-modular synth, as well as it being in this Arturia 6U Eurorack solution that we also have a Mini Brute 2S, which is a two oscillator monophonic semi-modular synth with a really awesome sequencer. And then we also have Make Noise Maths module, which is the central control unit for the whole Eurorack. And then we have a sampler from Make Noise, which is called the Morphogene, which allows you up to like 3 minutes of sampling. And then we have Pittsburgh modular 4x2 mixer, which allows you to take in VCA signals from all over the Eurorack and then level them out before they come out. Now, the cool thing we did with the DFAM this time is we had we sent the DFAM signal to a Roland MX1 performance mixer. And then what we were able to do is we went from a filter effect to a digital delay effect, which actually what happens is it changes the drum beat. So when you get into the digital delay, it actually kind of doubles up the drum beat and it gives it a different pattern. And then you can swap back to the filter when you want to get rid of that pattern. And then we can also kind of create a break by using the roller command to like stop for a couple of seconds and actually put a break in manually. So we use the performance mixer to extend the analog nature of the DFAM, which only has 8 steps. And you have to have multiple DFAMs if you want to be able to have like a lot of things going on, or you got to play the filters, which means adjust the knobs as you record it, which is a different technique. but using, we also use the bit crush as well. So we use the roller, the bit crush, and digital delay and a filter on the MX1 performance mixer to create variation for the drum beat. So we recorded that variation first. Then we did a Josephine electric vocal. And then what we also have going on is within the drum beat that's going on, there's some synthesis going on with the Mother 32 going into the math module, which can take in a separate VCA signal and run like an LFO simultaneously. You can like level it out and have it be a separate level. So that in the background of the drum beat at a lower level is a lot of sonic dissonance happening with that. And then we also have a System 1M from Roland. We also have that signal going on, and it gives us some interesting sonic flourishes. And then on top of that, we've got a guitar sound running off the Juno GI, which allowed us to do like a guitar sound, and we leveled that out with the MX1 performance mixer. Because we can do all these different levels, sometimes we only record maybe like 4 tracks, and we don't do what you typically should do, and we have done this, is actually put every single instrument on a separate track. But sometimes because we're recording in kind of a expansive sound format, which means what we like to do is kind of record a performance. And since we're recording a performance, sometimes we don't have every track actually recorded on a separate track where we can level it out. But we do have level control at the Eurorack level, like with the Pittsburgh modular mixer. We have level control from the MX1 performance mixer, and we also have some level control at our Zoom R24. And sometimes we also include a Yamaha mixer in between that. So we do have the ability to level things out in that way. And the vocals we always do on a separate track so we can control that. So it ends up being, what we sound like is capturing a live performance, is what the way we like to record, kind of stream of consciousness, jam band style. And we've looked into, potentially getting like a Behringer Wing or a Zoom Live Track 20
because then we could bring signals in. The thing is, though, the Eurorack signals are all coming from the Eurorack as one line that's already pre-mixed. So we'd have to actually send out the signals from the Eurorack or record separately, and that kind of interferes with our style. We have to capture, and sometimes in the Eurorack, it's hard to capture all individual instruments out. You have to have more mixers, and Eurorack compliant mixers can take the smaller signal path and then move it out. So we tend to use MX1 to kind of solve that. Or you have to sequentially record, and then sometimes you lose the performance aspects of recording live. Because having everything, if you have to track everything, you really have to plan it out. If you're playing while things are going on, it's kind of like playing with a band, and we kind of play to ourselves. So that's a technique. The other song that we are going to talk about, which we're going to play a little bit, is called The Glass is Half Full. So The Glass is Half Full is this song.
My glass is half full of sand. My glass is half full of sand.
And what's interesting with this song, we're using the ability of the DFAM through like playing a filter on the DFAM, which means we're actually playing the knobs in real time, is that you can set up on the DFAM, because it has two oscillators, you can set up situations where you can get a lot of sonic dissonance. So we have a white noise like in the mix, but when we turn up the resonance and we play with the actual low pass filter, which actually is a high pass filter, we play with the actual filter, we can actually get this kind of strange modulation happen. And we're also playing with the Make Noise math module to do the really kind of crazy 9 Inch Nails dissonance, which is very discordant dissonance that we have a Mother 32 going into the math module, and then we're playing with the LFO's capability of the math module. And you can do a lot of exponential and logarithmic processing of the signal, and basically what it ends up doing is it creates a lot of sonic dissonance, very like strange distortion effects. So combined with the Mother 32 doing that through the maths and then the actual DFAM, we get this kind of crazy kind of sound that kind of does this off the wall noise or sonic dissonance, which is what we're talking about in this Tales of Sonic Dissonance. The other song that we have here that we didn't talk about is called Disparate Cacophony. And Disparate Cacophony is another strange bird. We'll play a little bit of that. So this song is basically we're using the Mini Brute 2S and its looping envelopes and two LFOs to create very interesting kind of Public Enemy-esque noise repetition in patterns. And then we're also using, again, the Make Noise math module with the Mother 32 and the DFAM to create the rhythmic percussion synthesis sounds that you hear. And this song is all analog. And then Josephine's voice is very much in the background. It's not really ahead of the mix because the analog synths are kind of like the stars of this song. And it's very atmospheric, kind of crazy industrial sounds. And it's meant to just be a study in atmospheric disparate cacophony. And that's what it's all about. That's probably the best way I can describe it. Listening to it is probably the best way to understand it. We are very excited that we have rebranded our SoundCloud. It seems like some individuals went and told Facebook that our SoundCloud did not meet community standards. You know, we talk about sex openly in our music. We talk about politics. We're not sure. We've got over 1,600 songs. We're not sure what song made somebody say we violate community standards. but we rebranded our site. And our site before was kind of based on my email, and it maybe wasn't the best naming convention, but we had over 80,000 listens on that SoundCloud. But we decided, they started to block us on Instagram and Facebook with this kind of community standards thing, which I don't know why we got caught in that net. We're just a musician. All these tracks have been out there forever, and we've never had a problem before. And we're kind of wondering what happened. We don't know if it was like some hater out there that came after us and put us down. And, that hater can kind of like understand, like, well, okay, you pushed us. We thank you because we actually went and rebranded our site to actually say it's Phantom Electric Ghost, which is probably what we need to do. And we were kind of forced into it. So now we have the new SoundCloud account. And then the other thing we did is we have put our Moog grandmother. It's on pre-order from ZZ Sounds. It's a shameless plug for ZZ Sounds, but we're finally going to get it. It was discounted, for the holiday season. It's on back order, but we're going to really probably do a Facebook Live and Instagram Live unboxing of the machine and use of it in our workflow. And we're going to do some interesting shots with our capability of doing that. So we're going to try to go all out and really push the use of this Moog. Initially, we'll do some recordings where we'll just use the grandmother with nothing else and just record and show how we implement some ideas. And then we're going to see how we can link it through controlled voltage to our DFAM and our Mother 32 and our other workflow that we just discussed. Because we have 3 other analog synths. So it's going to be interesting if we can use the grandmother, as it's been said, to be a central control module for our Mother 32 and our DFAM and our Arturia Mini Brew 2S, along with our Make Noise products, and see what kind of craziness we can do just using analog synths. So we'd like to also integrate the OPZ and get the CV module and use that to kind of drive some things going on with that and see what we can do there as well. So we're excited about all this new stuff we're doing, the rebranding of the SoundCloud and the fact that we have out there. We'd also like, if you're a supporter of the Ghost and you like what we do, we interview indie bands all the time. We got a couple indie bands we're going to interview this week or next week. So Friday, we're going to be talking to an interesting artist, Rin Esla. Rin Esla is a kind of a straight punk riot girl rocker, like a little heavier than Joan Jett, a little heavier than the Blake Babies, even heavier than Juliana Hatfield or Liz Phair. She's kind of very punk. I would say kind of like Dead Kennedys, really powerful punk music. Kind of what the Soap Girls, the closest ones we've talked to, they're in that zone. And I'm very excited to be able to talk to her. We think that's going to be interesting. So you look forward to that at 7 o'clock on December 13th. We're going to talk to her. And then we have coming up also Antivist, and we're going to be talking to her on the 20th. And then on I think we're pretty much done for that going into the next year. Then we're going to probably start talking to other folks. But I think there's another person we're talking to, trying to find out what day. I think it was another day we were doing something. I'm trying to find it. I don't know. Oh, 23rd, we're going to talk to Angela Wright, who's, I think, from Berkeley. And we're going to talk to her. She's a musician, and that's going to be pretty cool. We tentatively were talking to her on December 23rd at 7 p.m. We still haven't gotten a confirmation on that, but hopefully she's going to do it. So we'll talk to you later. Thank you very much.
It's a setup. It's a setup. I know you don't want to believe that. No, you're wrecked. You're wrecked. I told him that you were mine. Little bitch. You know what? You gotta have a hat. did. I know your face is low, self-aware. Maybe you could get me north. I'm missing electrics, I'm mad. I know you're fed up. What they say about your heads up. No, we didn't live to that hex. You wanna get to the north side? I'm missing electrics, I'm mad. I said you were my little wretch. I didn't think that you would forget. I need to get on the north side of my bed. I know every weekend has got their hex. That's not a substitute for sex. That's not a substitute for a little head. I'm deep into that subtractive thing. You want me to go to West Coast? That's not my thing. You said you wanna put a ring on it. But I'm ethereal. You're gonna get a hang on it. No doubt, tone. You'll be all alone. Every weekend's got that hex. I'll see you on the north side of my bed. I know you said you were fed up. Your face is the north side of red. I know you're still my little wretch. Every weekend's got that hex. That's not a substitute for sex. That's not a substitute for the north side of my bed. That's not what Stephanie said. Their face is the south side of being red. Your mind, not quite dead. Every weekend's got their hacks. And that's no substitute for sex.